Come on in, the water's fine, y'all.
Mansplaining. Only a man can explain. Mansplaining. Only a man can explain. Mansplaining. Explain.
What is up? What is up? What is up? Everybody, it is 10:32 on a Wednesday evening, and you are exactly where you need to be. It's your boy, your homie, your big cousin. Apparently, I'm your uncle now, Tonyjem, a.k.a. Mr. Why Not? Mr. Why Not? And this is Mansplaining. This is our show, fellas. You know what we do each and every week. This is where we get to express ourselves, get some things that's on our chest, that's on our mind, that's on our shoulder, off. You know, speak about it, talk about it. Ladies, we love to hear from you. Chime in as you wish. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will answer them to the best of my ability. If you don't like my answer, I don't care. You ask me. Hey, you ask me. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. So I get to tell you my faults. YouTube, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Mansplaining. Once again, we are here once again, another Wednesday night. We are doing it, and I thank you for tuning in. Couple things I want you to do. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And you can also share this broadcast and this channel. Please do so. Please do so. Facebook. Hey, my people, my Facebookers. What's going on, y'all? You know what I like for you to do. Come in, comment, like, love, hit everything you can. If we're not friends, send me a friend request. If you can't send me a friend request, hit that follow. Hit that follow. But you know what I need you to do most of all, right? Somebody tell me what I need you to do most of all. If you're out there, holler at me. You know what I need you to do most of all. I need you to hit that share button. Please hit that share button. We are forever trying to spread the word of mansplaining, y'all. I feel like it's needed conversation. I feel like it's needed conversation. So, and I think you guys kind of enjoy it as well. You know, for the year and a half. You know, I've been doing it, so you guys have been following along, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And you know, my people, I call you my representatives of the fashion of the truly gifted. They represent in the fashion of the truly gifted. Those are my people. As you come on in and holler at your boy, speak to me, talk to me, holler at me, let me know who you are, let me know where you're watching from. You know, I like a little interaction, y'all. You know, make me feel like I'm talking to you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Make it feel like we're having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me, and I'll talk to you back. So also, my people that are interested in Instagram, if you want to find me on Instagram, you can hit me up at Tonyjem, TonyJEM71, and you can send, you know, a couple things that's on there that's not on Facebook, that's not on YouTube. Hey, that's what I do. That's what we do. Also, if you are interested in supporting or donating or sponsoring the show, you can hit us up. You can hit us up in the Cash App, Tonyjem71. I gotta add the email address on there. The email address is mansplaining, no G, just like you see it right there on the screen, just like you see it right there, mansplaining 0304. Mansplaining0304 at gmail.com. That is the email address. I'm gonna have to put it out there. Matter of fact, while we're talking, I'm gonna see if I can update that. And add the email address in there. Let me see. Will it allow me to do that? Will it allow me to update the email? I think it will. Let me go ahead and add that in there. 304 at. Was that at? Yeah, that was at gmail.com. I think that's it. Mansplaining at Gmail. Yep. That's it right there. And I'm adding it back in there. Bam. There you go. Mansplaining 0304 at gmail.com. That's our email address. Please feel free to hit us up there for anything that we have going on. So again, if you want to join the conversation, let me know. I can shoot the link out there so you guys can join in the conversation for tonight. And also, if you want to sponsor, anything, you can hit us up on the Cash App, or you can hit us up in the inbox. I appreciate all correspondence, and we appreciate all sponsorships and donations. All right, so other than that, y'all, what's going on? It's another week, y'all. It's another week. It's another Wednesday. A couple things went on. You know me, I like to open up with the weather. How was the weather where you are? Tell me who you are. Where are you? Where you chiming in from? Where you chiming in from? Well, people ain't talking to me today, but that's okay. That's okay. We got time. We got time. Ain't no rush. You know what I'm saying? And in the meantime, I'm a little parched. Right now. So while we waiting on my people that represent in the fashion of the truly gifted, while we waiting them to come on in, let me take a little stuff. Oh, that's a little strong right there. Okay. All right. So the weather's been it's been almost everything this past week. We done had sun, we done had some rain, we done had some wind, we done had clouds. It's been a cool day. We done had everything but sleet and snow. So it's been a crazy week here in Atlanta, at least. I don't know about where you are, but here in Atlanta, we've had just about everything these past 7 days: sun, rain, wind, clouds, and cool weather. So it's been all over the board this week, and it's been rather nice. As far as sports are concerned, those who are following, unfortunately, Atlanta, we have to say goodbye. We have to say goodbye to Ice Tray. Ice Tray is gone by the wayside now. Ice Tray is watching this show just like the rest of us, watching the playoffs just like the rest of us. So Atlanta, it was a good, that was a good job, Atlanta. I'm not an Atlanta fan at all. I'm sorry. I live in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta. I'm sorry. I'm not from Atlanta. But I'm not an Atlanta Hawks, Falcons, any of them. But I don't have anything against them. And I congratulate the Atlanta Hawks for making it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think if Trae Young had been healthy, it might have been a different story. If Trae Young was healthy. Unfortunately, he had a shoulder issue and he had an ankle issue. So unfortunately, they fell to the Bucks, man. They fell to the Bucks. And now the Bucks are playing the Suns. Chris Paul is playing out of his mind right now. For what is he, 36-year-old man. He out there doing his thing. He trying to get that ring, because this is probably the best opportunity. Shout out to LaShonda Porter. What's up, cuz? Good to see you. Kendra Nicole, good to see you. W. Porter, good to see you. What's going on? Let's see. You say you like the blue. Okay, you like the blue. I didn't know what I was going to do tonight. I didn't mean to be advertising all Adidas on here and everything. I hope that don't mess me up. I got all Adidas on my chest and everything. I don't know. I might need to do something about that, y'all. I don't know. But anyway, I like my blue too. I wasn't sure if the hat was going. They're not really the same shade, but it works. It works. Y'all, you agree with me? It works. And W. Porter, good to see you. Sharon Dixon, good to see you, cuz. Ernest McKinney, what's good? Jeremy P. Dunlap, way to come on in there, soldier. My bad. Sailor, way to come on back up in there. West Virginia in the house. Let me know where y'all shouting out from, too. I like to know where people are shouting out from so I can just shout out that area. I'm trying to see how far the reach is. Right now, I know, we Alabama, West Virginia, Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes Nashville is in there. So let's see if we can stretch this thing a little bit more. But I was talking about the playoffs. So the way it looks now, I don't see anything stopping Chris Paul. Him and Devin Booker. Giannis, he hurt his knee. So he played a little bit, in game one. They thought he was probably going to sit out till game 3. But, hey, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Got a ring on the line. I need to be in that game. So, nothing they can do. It's got to be surgery. So it's nothing sitting out really is going to do. So he's like, he might as well play through the pain. So we'll see how long that lasts. But you ask me, I say Suns in 5. Suns in 5. Suns in 5. I'm giving I'm giving Giannis one. I'm giving the Bucks one game at home. I'm giving them one game at home. That's what I see. I don't know. How you feel about it? What you think? Y'all think the Bucks gonna pull it out? I don't know. I don't know about the Bucks pulling it out. I feel strong about saying Chris Paul is gonna get his ring, and this is oh my God, he got a Lakers team. There's a Lakers team that was hurt with LeBron and AD was out, so he ain't got to go through them. He went through a Clippers team that Paul George was there, but Kawhi Leonard was out, so he didn't have to go there. It was he didn't have to deal with that. There was another instance too of somebody else that he didn't really have to deal with. This is the easiest route anybody will ever have to get to the championship. That's a superstar, and that's Chris Paul. I think this is his year. He's going to get it. Khadijah Words, come on now, Mr. Why Not? Mr. Why Not? Good to see you, Miss Khadijah. That's the way I feel, y'all. So as far as the sports is concerned, that's how I feel about that. That's like the main thing going on for me, basketball right now. I don't have a dog in the fight, but I think the Suns are going to win. I don't have a dog in the fight, though. Just to move on to something else, I don't have the full story on this, y'all. So I just want to put some alerts out there so you guys can go out there and kind of look into it because I don't have anything concrete on this. I'm talking about these crazy ass Republicans and this call to arms that they're trying to have in August. Something about Trump being back in August, being back in office sometime in August or September, something like that. And if not, civil war is supposed to be kicking off. I don't know if y'all heard this. If you have not heard it, please open your eyes, look around, listen, pull it up, search it, see what's going on. I'm just starting to catch on about it right now. So I didn't really want to get too in depth on it because I didn't have a chance to really research. It's just something I'm just hearing, just shortly. So keep your eyes open like that because y'all, it's some fools out there, y'all. It's some certified fools out there. You know what I'm saying? It's some certified fools out there, and it's one fool that showed his color, but he got put in his place, and we're gonna talk about him in a little bit. I got video to support that right there. We're gonna talk about that right now, but yeah. So yeah, keep your eyes open about something going on with Trump and him being put back in office around August, September, something like that, and if not, civil war breaking out. I wish I had more information to give you on it, and I'm going to try my best to have more information on it next week. But if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. If you don't, look into it, search it, see what I'm talking about. Don't be in the law, don't be in the dark and be like, I don't know what he's talking about. I ain't looking at that. Look into it. Because the one thing we don't want to do is get caught short when we have all opportunity to be alert. One of the mottos we had when I was in the Army still sticks for me today. Stay alert, stay alive. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on your swivel, stay alert, stay alive. That's all I'm saying. Jeremy P., what you said, Suns have Javon Carter from West Virginia. Go Suns. Hey, like I said, I think the Suns going to pull it out. I'm going to get ready to move into my other segment, but there's a couple things I want to touch on before we go into our first little music break. First and foremost, I want to talk a lot to my men out there. Or ladies, if you have men in your lives, I need you to relay this message to them. These things that I got coming up right here that I'm about to mention right now. Please make sure that there is a man in your life that you can put this message to or bring him to the screen so he can see it. We are initiating a mentorship for young men. We are initiating here at Mansplainin. We are initiating a mentorship for young men. A mentorship for young men between the ages of now initially I said between the ages of 10 and 25 because I didn't want to cut it off at 18 because a lot of guys still need guidance after 18. After 18. We black people have this stigma of once you turn 18, they kick you out the house. You're on your own, you got to go make it happen. And then in the same context, we look on the other side, not that we always want to compare ourselves to that, but on the other side, they don't kick them out. They make sure they got a safety net and everything. So when they do go out to fly, they got a soft landing spot. We just kick ours out the net. They better fly, be free. We got to do something. We got to do something. If you're going to kick them out at 18, start preparing them at 13. That's what we got to do. Because we kicking kids out the house when they ain't ready to take care of themselves. When they ain't ready to take care of themselves. If you're going to kick them out at 18, start getting them ready for it at 13. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. But with this mentorship, I said between the ages of 10 and 25, we want to start this initiative called Boys Need Men Tours. Tours, like these mentors are going to take these young men on a tour of manhood, of what it means to be a man, the things that men need to know, things that men need to be able, need to groom themselves to be able to take care of when they are older. Okay, so we want to partner with some men that want to impart some knowledge and some skill. You know how much skill is lost on these generations? It's hand skill. Hand skill. You can't beat hand skill. You can't beat hand skill. That's awesome. Miss Khadijah, Kendra, I'm sorry. Yes, that's awesome. I'm trying to put together this thing. Boys Need Mentors. If you listen to the name, boys need mentors. That's what they need. They need mentors. So we're gonna be submitting. We're gonna be submitting for some men that's got some time on their hand that can talk, text, or even meet up with some young men that need a word from an OG. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're gonna call you, OG. That's what they're gonna call you. That's what they're gonna call you. So embrace that and impart something in them. Okay. Now next, this month will be our very first. At the end of the month, this month will be our very first Young Man of the Month being celebrated. You see the email address down there. Mansplaining0304@gmail.com. If there's a young man in your life for Young Man of the Month between the ages of 10 and 18, if he is accomplishing something, he is on his way. He's a bright young man. He's got a bright future ahead of him. You see him heading in the right direction. He's an outstanding athlete, musician, academic student, or whatever the case may be. You want to recognize him. We want you to submit those. You want to submit those names and a brief write-up about these young men. And we're going to select a Young Man of the Month, and we're going to try to gift that young man with a couple of things that might come in handy for him. So that's Young Man of the Month. Young Men, Mansplaining Young Men of the Month. All right. So make sure you do that. Make sure you drop that on there. Oh man, I've been going for a minute. We hadn't even gone into the main subject yet. Also, I want to make sure the guys, we're trying to install this thing. Remember when I told you about Mannish Boi Chronicles? The Mannish Boi Chronicles. We are really trying to implement that. The Mannish Boi Chronicles. It's all about anonymous stories that men write to the show, documenting some of the craziness that they went through for a girl. Some crazy events had occurred while you were dealing with this female, an event or a specific time period, something that happened, but it has to be something that had to do with your adolescence becoming a man. Mannish Boi Chronicles. Listen to the name. and know what I'm saying. These are the stories that we want because sometimes people always think, man, I heard that story. Man, I don't think nobody ever went through nothing like that. But I think a lot of times you'll probably find out it's people have done some crazy. I won't say people. Let me stop saying people. Men, boys, guys, fellas have done some crazy things to get with women, and we want to hear about it. We don't want your name. We don't want your name, but we want the story. Managed Boy Chronicles here on Mansplaining. Send those also to the email address mansplaining0304@gmail.com. We want those stories, y'all. And I think that's it. We're gonna take a little quick. I'm gonna take a little quick break, quick little music break. Y'all know how I do. And we're gonna jump into our main couple of our main topics real quick. So it's your boy Tony Jim. You know what I do. You know how I do, and we about to do it. So let's see what show tune. I'm gonna break y'all off with a little all. Yeah.
Don't wanna be juvenile.
George Lovett and Saeed.
Don't wanna be foolish now. In my sleep, I dream about faraway places. Underneath your peace, the point I'm making is I hope I'm not in this alone. 'Cause you are my light in the dark. Show me the way with your heart. I know I'm not used to this feeling, but it's clear even when I'm 1,000 miles away. I'm so taken by, can't stop thinking about. I am in love, and from where I stand, I am your man. I am.
Let me know if y'all like that. I can't stop until I hit the second verse. At least some of it.
I know that love takes time to grow in harmony, to get it right. I think about you.
Yeah.
I think about you. I'm thinking about you.
Yeah, that song right there, y'all. George Lovett and Saeed, all forget about it. Forget about it. I don't even want to talk about it. That song is bad. That's a bad mama jammer right there. I'm gonna go back old school on you on that, but that's a bad mama jammer right there. Crystal B in the house. Crystal B in the house. Good to see you. I like that song too. I like that song too, sister. I like that song too. All right, y'all. So let me jump into a subject. First of all, I do want to say I apologize for tonight. Unfortunately, Duckie Boi will not be with us again tonight. I think Duck been on strike, man, because I ain't got him a cup yet. Hey, man, y'all help me get Duck a cup. Y'all help me. I think Duck been on strike. He upset with me because I ain't got him a cup yet, y'all. So I need to work on that. Yeah, I think Duck is on strike because I ain't got him a cup yet. So I guess if I'm the boss of the company, I got to make sure the employees got what they need. I guess I got to make sure I got to give Duck a cup, y'all, so he can turn up with your boy. So unfortunately, Duck is not going to be with us tonight. So while you're listening at home tonight, if you are interested in jumping in on the conversations, please feel free to do so. Please feel free to do so. All right. So now, real quick, what I want to talk about now is there's been a couple of incidences. Oh my God. Where am I from? There's been a couple of incidents where before we jump into the Olympic thing, where you have another case of I'm sorry, oops, did I say that? I didn't mean to say that from Karen and Chad. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these two, but first I'm gonna say Rachel Nichols, ESPN. She was suspended. She's an ESPN commentator or ESPN host, but she was suspended by ESPN from the sideline reporting reporting from the NBA Finals. And apparently what happened was they of course a tape. There's a tape. There's a magic tape out there with her voice on it. Oh my God, there's a magic tape out there that's recorded something that she said that was foul. Oh my God, when y'all gonna learn? When y'all gonna learn? When you gonna learn? So there's a tape sheet. There's a tape where apparently last July is when they put in the bids to try to be the sideline reporter for the next year's NBA Finals. So she submitted to do that. And for whatever reason, they didn't allow her to do it or whatever the case may be. And she thought Maria Taylor, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Maria Taylor, but she's a black female analyst on ESPN, and she hosts NBA Countdown. And she's also a former basketball player. So Miss Rachel Nichols just assumed that the job was going to be go to her because she was black, but she didn't say it like that. She said that ESPN must be feeling the pressure of being diverse, in the Black Lives Matter protest. It was heated, in July of last year. So she made that comment that they were feeling the pressure of being diverse. In other words, they hired her because she's black. So, but the funny thing is, the job went to another girl, Malika Andrews, another black woman who's just as good. And she got the job. She got the job. And so, but that's not the first incident with Miss Rachel Nichols. For years, people have felt like I personally felt like she takes a lot of jabs at athletes, from time to time again. But a lot of black athletes stand up for her because they say she helped them get jobs. But come to find out, there might be some other things to her getting all these athletes jobs, because there's a report now that during the bubble, when they went in the bubble in Orlando last year, that her and Jimmy Butler of the Heat, the Miami Heat, said they had a thing going on in the bubble. So that's coming out on top of that. And then while she's trying to say that Maria Taylor would only get the job because she's black, overlooking the fact that she is the niece of Diane Sawyer, who's the queen of ABC Network. So maybe you got your job because your auntie is Diane Sawyer. How about that? So now she had to come back and apologize and say she didn't mean it. She apologized. She didn't mean to hurt Maria's feelings or whatever the case may be. So that's one case. That's one case right there. But let's move on to the next case. In Mount Laurel, New Jersey, Edward Cagney Matthews, a white male, was caught on video harassing a black neighbor on his doorstep, showing race. He's shouting racist slurs, approaching him nose to nose and threatening him, even bumping him off of his mark where he was standing, even bumping him off of his. Now pause. If a guy comes to my, you know what? Let me show you guys this video first. I had to edit it down a little bit. Down a little bit, but watch this video. Hopefully it's not too long for you, but I want you guys to see this guy also ended up apologizing. Y'all check this out. Let me make sure I got my volume turned up for this, because I want you guys to hear. I want you guys to hear the mouth of this dude. Here we go.
I'm harassing you, you young fucking punk. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? You know why? Touch him. Touch him. Touch him. Touch him, pedo. Put your hands on me again. Touch him. Twice. Touch him. Twice. Touch him. And his name is Brandon. Pedo. Fucking monkey. I'm gonna listen. Put your hands on me one more time. Oh, you put your hands on me. Come close to me. Come close. Right there. I know. Right there. That's right there. The rolling jerseys. Back up. Come close. Back up. Keep backing up. Back up. Don't touch me. Keep backing up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Pedo. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Nigger.
Fucking bastard.
That's right. Yeah, my parents are both dead.
Yeah,
right.
what the fuck? My parents are both dead too.
And what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
What you gonna do?
Nothing.
All what you do is harass all people. That's all you know how to do.
These motherfuckers are taking
I
our
don't
fucking
give
money.
a shit.
Well, then
I
shut the
don't
fuck
give
up.
You shut the fuck up, monkey. White monkey.
You're
Motherfucker.
right. You're right.
Get the fuck out of here. Walking on someone's property, don't you
This isn't their property, you dumb fuck.
You dumb fuck. This is
They
their
don't
house.
know this is common
They
ground,
have-
you dumb, ignorant
They
nigger.
have rights over
No,
this
they
property.
don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't
Yes,
have any
they do.
right.
Get the fuck out of
No
here.
right. This is called common ground.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
This guy's harassing on this guy's porch.
That's all you know how to do.
Harass-
Walk up, harass all people.
Nobody's harassing anybody.
Yes, you have been. You have been.
Learn your laws.
Walk
It's
away.
not Africa.
Oh, this side of the
It's
house.
not in Cherry Hill, their fucking daughter got smashed.
Exactly.
Is that what you want? No. And you want to know where I was when all this happened?
I don't care.
At work, monkey.
I don't care where you were.
At morgue. Just like I told the Mount Laurel police, get these fucking monkey niggers out of here and you can't do shit. That's me talking shit. 3602 Gramercy Way, that's where I live. Come fucking see me.
Gave his address.
Hey, White, why are you back over here?
He's talking to the police
Someone
now.
told you it's private property. You have no jurisdiction here whatsoever.
I do
None.
when somebody calls me.
Hold on.
Can I back up?
You know what? Hold on.
Back
Go ahead.
up.
No.
Back
I'm gonna
up,
let you
right?
do your thing. Go talk to these fucking niggers. Go ahead.
Stop,
Fuck
stop.
you. Go talk to the niggers. Let them know what I'm all
Let's
about
see how the
and what
police
the fucking rights they have.
All right. You want to go back to your house? I'll come back to you.
No, I'll stand right here. It's common property.
Okay.
I want him to go away. I don't know him. I want him to.
This officer is weak.
Denise, I'm not going away until your husband stops
Hey.
fucking finding me and threatening me while I'm at fucking
Cagney,
work.
Cagney, cut it out, man.
Oh,
Let me
wait.
talk to them.
Arrest me.
I'm not
you
listening right
can't.
now. Relax.
You fucking niggers.
Just cut it out, dude. I'll
That's
come
what
talk
you
to
see,
in a minute.
Brandon. 3602 Gramercy Way. Come see me, you
Nobody's
fucking
coming
monkey.
to see you, Cagney. Go home. I'll talk to you in a minute.
You see that? Dropping his address. Come see me if you got a problem with it. Come see. You see the boldness? You see how, first of all, brother, I don't know how, I don't know whether to commend that brother or to tell him he was a fool, because I just can't have nobody up in my face like that. I could not have anybody up in my face like that. But he gave his address. He said if they have a problem with it. What did he say? Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him say, if y'all got a problem with it, come see me. 3602 Gramercy Way. That's what he said. You got a problem with it? Come see him. Now, I don't have video of it, but he gave his address out. They came to see him. Yes, they came to see him. You see how these people, this was the next day, the very next day. This is where he lives. I mean, they took over the block. They weren't going to have it no more. They weren't going to have it no more. And look at this. Boom. They pelted him with everything. They were throwing everything at him because the police arrested him and took him out. Took him out. He needed an escort to get out of his own house. But he told them, come see me. That's what he said. He said, come see me. You got a problem? 3602 Gramercy Way. You got a problem? Come see me. Well, brother, they came to see you. They came to see you. You know, I mean, apparently he's been a problem in the community, you know, for a while. But now, after this video, after all that video and everything, he's gotten arrested. He was arrested he was cited for criminal harassment and biased intimidation. I kind of saw assault there. I mean, it might be third-degree assault, but when he steps up and bumps that man and he makes the man back up, that's assault. You put force on that man. Now, again, I don't know whether to commend that brother or tell him he was a fool, because can't nobody be on my doorstep at my house talking to me like that. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Let me see. Jeremy P. Dunlap. What'd you say? You say the black guy should have kicked his ass. I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, but then look at it this way. Did you see how the police responded to it? Go home, Roger. Go home. Man, come on, man. Come on, stop it. Now, what if it was a black man at a white man's house doing that exact same thing? Do you think the officer would have said, go home? Oh, come on. Do you think that's what would have happened? Nah. I would almost think that the brother might be dead. Mess around like that. But he can do it. He can do it. He can get away with it. Good old boy. He can get away with that. I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have it, y'all. I wouldn't have it. And then turn around. He's got another video out after this one explaining he's not. And had the nerve to say, I'm not racist. I was just mad. How many times did he call him monkey? Tell him this is not Africa. I mean, I cut some of the stuff out of the video. He had a cup, a mug. He set the cup down and said, there's your soup bowl. Call him a monkey. Of course, he called him the N-word. How many times? And then once he gets confronted by somebody that's not just talking, all of a sudden, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I was just mad that day. They just pissed me off that day. This is what happened. This is what has happened. This is what we have come to with the freedom of expression that some of these people have gotten the balls to display. The freedom of expression, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I don't know. In that situation, I would probably be going to jail. I would be going to jail because there's no way that man could have talked to me like that on my property. Not at all. Not even in the streets. It ain't even got to be on my property. You're not going to talk to me like that. That's not happening. That's not happening. All right. So now let's move on to our main topic, y'all. The Olympics. Is the Olympics racist? Are the Olympic Games racist? Have you ever thought that the Olympic Games were racist? I mean, we have documented proof of the struggles that, I mean, you're representing a country that doesn't represent you. Represent a country that doesn't represent you. So there have been many, many trials and tribulations that Olympic athletes have had to endure over the years. All kinds of the same stuff that you would expect that happened to Black people on the daily, back during those days, during the Jim Crow days, coming out of slavery days. I mean, the exact same way. There was no different when they went to go represent a country that didn't represent them, showing love for a country that didn't show love for them. And then when you have certain Black athletes that turn their back when the national anthem is played, some turn their back. Some don't even come out to the podium. And then you have people that say, well, why compete? Why compete at the Olympics? If you don't want to stand for the flag. Some of the athletes have the mentality that, I did this for me. Damn your country. And we want to consistently show that y'all can't mess with us in this athletic thing at all. Period. Y'all can't mess with us in that athletic thing. And we're doing it. We're not doing it for your recognition. It's not for your recognition while we do it. But the fact is we got to be on your team in order to do it. So we want to show you that we are superior to you in physical activity and physical competition, speed, strength, endurance. We want to show that we want to consistently smash people's records. We want to consistently smash these records. But the problem is, a lot of times there's something comes in that tries to impede the way of the athlete. A couple things that popped up with this Olympic trial in Tokyo, mind you, in Tokyo, Japan. couple things that are sticking out right now. There's a big to-do everybody is well aware of, should be well aware of, the big to-do about the swimming caps. There's a company called Soul Cap that manufactures swimming headgear for Black women with natural hair. Because so many times Black women swimmers that have natural hair, they can't really wear that one that they have. It sticks up on their head. They might have to wear 2 or 3 of them just to hold the hair down. You know what I'm saying? But there's a company that designed one that passes all the FCC or FDA or whatever they need to pass in order for it to be sold. They passed all that. But the IOC, International Olympic Committee, they don't want to recognize it. They don't want to recognize it at all, you know. So, but the Black athletes are the only ones that would be needing to use this. I don't know why they think that this would possibly give them some type of edge. If anything, it would probably log them down. If anything, it would log them down. So it's not a performance enhancing piece of equipment. So why can't they use it? Why is there such a big deal about using the soul cap? I don't see the problem. Along with that, there's always been body shaming as far as the Olympics was concerned, especially in gymnastics. When our sisters go out there to perform and they body shame our sisters, talking about how big their butts are and things like that. Body shaming makes it seem like our athletes are subpar because she's thicker than you. If anything, that makes her even better because she carrying around extra weight that you ain't got. You go from your backbone to your thigh bone. Ain't no ass in between. You go from your backbone to your thigh bone. So if anything, she should get extra points for that because she's flipping and carrying all that with her. She flipping it. She got the trunk flipping with her. She flipping trunks, man. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, I say she should get extra credit for that. So along with that, there are some runners. There are some runners from Africa. Natural born women. No changes, body changes, or anything like that. Natural born women who have been reportedly disqualified from some track and field, from some running competitions because their testosterone levels were too high. Say that again. There are women from some of the African teams that have been that are being eliminated from competition because their testosterone levels are too high. These are natural born women. And they say that's fair. However, you got a grown man with a full penis over here swearing he's a woman, but he's out here breaking all her weightlifting, all the women's weightlifting records, all the track and field, the shot put, everything. You got a man with a full penis over there that says now he's a woman and now he can compete as a woman that's out there slaughtering these records. Is that fair? Is that fair? I don't think that's fair at all. You even in combat competition, in boxing and mixed martial arts, out there competing with natural born women, and they are crushing these women, man. They are crushing them. I'm sitting there watching one MMA fighter. She literally just about caved this woman's face in. Built like me. In there with a woman that's 5'2", 115 pounds. He might have been 5'4", or she might have been 5'4", 125 pounds. He beat the crap out of her. That ain't fair. Because I don't care what kind of pills you take to change, to lower your testosterone, you're going to always have more testosterone than a woman. Your body, your bones are more dense. Your muscular skeletal structure is more dense. It can handle more. You're built different. You should not be allowed to be in competition physical competition with a woman, a natural born woman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That ain't nothing fair about that. There's nothing fair about that. Absolutely at all. That's like LeBron can go and put on a wig and go dominate the WNBA. I'll dominate, score 100 points every night. Would that be fair if he identified as a woman? So he gets to compete in physical activity with a woman, physical competition with a woman. I don't think that's fair. You ain't got to agree with me. You ain't got to agree with me. I don't give a damn if you agree with me. I feel like I'm right. And nobody can convince me that just because a man identifies as a woman puts him on the physical level as a woman. That doesn't do that. That does not do that. That does not do that. So with that being said, I put out a post. Yesterday or today. Yesterday, I put out a post and said, since and I don't know how to put this together. I don't even know if this is a real thing. I'm just spitting in the wind, or what they call pissing in the wind. Pissing in the wind, trying to see what happened, who it hit. Since the Olympics are surrounded around the activities of Athens, Greece, it's all Greek. It's all Greek activity and this, that, and other. Why don't representatives from the Black community, I say the Divine Nine, of which I'm not a part of. I'm sorry to draft y'all into anything. I'm sorry if you feel like I'm drafting you into anything. This is just an idea that I have. Okay, I feel like out of all the Divine Nine, the Alphas, the Kappas, the Qs, the Omegas, Alphas, Kappas, Qs, Omegas, the Iotas, the Deltas, the Zetas, the AKAs, Zeta Phi Betas, Sigma Gamma Rho. Out of all them, I think that there are people in positions at companies and corporations that have the know-how, that have the wherewithal to put together what I am calling the CAAA, Coalition for African American Athletes, where you put together a competition of athletes periodically over time, maybe every 2 years. Every 2 years, competition, the Coalition of African American Athletes. Where athletes can be athletes, where they can do what they want. Well, we can do what we say we do what we do, whatever that is. What we say we do what we do, and we don't have to succumb to rules and regulations that are biased against us racially, and we don't have to face those things. Coalition of African American Athletes, put together by the Divine Nine. Again, I'm sorry, I ain't trying to draft nobody into something that they're not interested in, but I thought that was a pretty good idea. I thought it was a pretty good idea. I could be way off. Now, on the post that I posted, on the post that I put up on Facebook, I had a couple of positive comments on it. That was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, 100. Yeah, that's a good idea. But now I have another friend who posted on Facebook about it, and I put that same comment on there about the Divine Nine and the Coalition of African American Athletes and leaving the Olympics altogether. And they damn near bit my head off. So it's a give and take. Some people might see the positive in it, others might not see the positive in it. But I think it would be a good idea. I think it's a good idea, something to explore. Even at the Olympics, they don't even want you to wear Black Lives Matter shirts. Now I'm a little split on that right there, because yes, Black lives do matter. I have a Black life. All my family got Black lives. So they matter. They matter to me. But now, that's not what the Olympics is about, though. You feel me? We want to. That's not what the Olympics is about, though. But now, and the Coalition of African American athletes, you can wear your dashikis, you can wear your whatever you want to. You can wear whatever you want to wear. You know, your BLM gear. You know what I'm saying? Your NAFC. I don't know if y'all know NFAC. That's what the NFAC. I don't know if y'all know about NFAC and Grand Wizard DJ. I think this is his name, Grand Wizard DJ. The NFCA, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. If you ain't aware of these boys right there, the NFCA. Wait a minute, the NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. Y'all need to check them out. Them brothers are serious and they deep. Like them Israelite brothers in them purple robes. Man, you better quit playing. You better quit playing. But I'm just saying, we should be able to put together something. You know, if they don't want to accept us for who we are and how we are, then give it to them. Now, I could be wrong. My thoughts could be wrong. I could be way off base with this. But it's just a thought. It's something to think about. It's something to consider. Something to go, I wonder. Coalition of African American athletes. Because truth be known, a lot of athletes are part of the Divine Nine. Don't ask me how I know. I don't know. I'm not part of the Divine Nine. But I was just, and keeping it Greek, since it's all about Athens, Greece, and Greek. Hey, let the black Greeks take over. Coalition of African American athletes. What y'all think? What you think? Let me see. Y'all ain't talking to me. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And maybe y'all so interested in what I'm telling you. Maybe you're so interested in what I'm telling you. So I think it's not a bad idea. I think it's not a bad idea at all. And lastly, Miss Sha'Carri Richardson. A lot of us were saddened to find out that Miss Sha'Carri Richardson will not be able to participate in this year's in this Tokyo Games. There was an outside chance that she would get on the U.S. 4x100 relay team, but the team had to select her only because after her suspension was over with, that would be the only event that's left to be done that she could qualify for. Her normal races, the 100 and I think the 200, would have already passed, so she wasn't going to get the opportunity to run in those. And people were lobbying for her to be on the 4x100 relay team. And she did not make the team. They did not choose her. And if you ask me, they shouldn't have picked her. That's not her race. She don't run the 4x100. That's not what she runs. But because everybody is sympathetic to her story and feel sorry for her, and they feel like a little cousin, you feel a kinship to her, everybody want what's best for her. And they think what's best for her was to, replace somebody, and on the 4x100 team. However, how fair is that to the little black girl that's been training for 4 years and she just got pushed back to slot number 5? It's a 4x100, not a 5x100. She just got pushed out to slot number 5 because they wanted to put Sha'Carri Richardson in there. How fair is that? That's not her race. And they're like, well, if we want to win. We ain't going to win then unless we put her on the team. Well, apparently we weren't going to win that anyway because that wasn't her race. She wasn't going to be running that race anyway. So apparently, according to you guys, we had no chance of winning that race at all unless Sha'Carri Richardson was on the team, which is a lie. We got some speed demons on that 4x100 women's team. You need to check it out. Know what you're talking about. Yes. I hate the fact that Sha'Carri doesn't get to run. However, I have to give credit to a Facebook friend of mine, Arthur Ayers. Arthur Ayers, you said it best, man. It's not the weed in the Sha'Carri Richardson case. It's not the weed That's the problem. It's the rule. Okay, it's not the weed, it's the rule. Okay, yes, she was in Oregon, and weed is legal in Oregon. However, no matter where she smoked, she was going to be participating in an event that has the rule that you do not test positive for marijuana, and she tested positive. Mitigating circumstances aside, the rule is the rule. Now, if they change that rule for her, then they got to change that rule for everybody. Then, of course, first thing people want to holler and say, well, what about Michael Phelps? They didn't suspend Michael Phelps. Well, actually, they did. However, Michael Phelps never tested positive for marijuana during the Olympics. Michael Phelps was seen smoking a bong in a picture or on video, and then he faced a 6-month suspension. It didn't get big news because it was off season. So he didn't do it during season, or he didn't get caught doing it during season. It was an off season, so you didn't hear much about it. No, he didn't lose any medals over it, but he did get a suspension. So that really doesn't apply. Now I'm hearing that there's another case with a white woman that also tested positive for marijuana. I was trying to look into it, but there's another mitigating circumstance with that. There's another circumstance with that. So, and I don't think it fits in Sha'Carri's wheelhouse. I don't think it fits in Sha'Carri's wheelhouse. But I think the problem is that we just all felt a kinship for. She gave us hope. She gave us hope to aspire for her. She gave us hope for her. You know what I'm saying? We wanted her to succeed. Another friend of mine on Facebook got blasted because he called her the hood rat champ. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you credit for it. My boy, Pretty Tony Taylor, online comedian, pretty boy extraordinaire. He calls her the hood rat champ. Oh, and they went in on him. And he didn't care. But he, in his mind, he felt like he affectionately calling her the hood rat champ. Unfortunately, sadly, I can grasp that. Yes, she got caught smoking. Yes, she tested positive for smoking marijuana that time. She's not gonna sit there and try to tell me that was Sha'Carri's first time smoking weed. No, you are not going to convince me of that. That was not her first time smoking weed. I'm sorry. You never smoked weed. And I understand, people are like, you don't know what she went through. No, I don't. You don't know what she went through and this, that, and no, I don't. But I know I do believe if you never smoked weed, you don't just all of a sudden just jump and smoke a blunt then. You already been smoking. So it was easy for you to get into that groove, to fall into that zone. It's a familiar zone for you. I'm not passing judgment. I'm just trying. I think I'm speaking facts though. I think I'm speaking facts. I'm not passing judgment. It's bad. We all have a problem with being profiled. For someone to look at you and think they know you. Sometimes it's easy to do. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's easy to do. And then when you find out, you're like, yep, I knew it. Sometimes you be like, oh man, dog, I thought so-and-so. But more times than not, it's, I knew it. Your suspicions or your thoughts are confirmed. And my suspicions and thoughts are, that's not Sha'Carri's first time smoking weed. I think Sha'Carri Richardson is a weed smoker. I do. And nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But that's not how she had to address it. She didn't have to address it. She is a weed smoker. That's not how the situation played out. But I think she is a weed smoker. And that was a zone that comfort zone that she fell into when she was going through some trauma. She's young, 21, 22. Yeah, she made a mistake, foolish mistake. I know I done made some foolish mistakes in my life. And I know weed itself has taken a couple jobs away from me. You know, taking the opportunity of a couple jobs over my life growing up. Yeah. I'm not the only one. Don't look at me like I am the only one. Maybe you didn't, but somebody you know did. A few people you know did. I fell victim a couple times, you know, coming up. I fell victim a couple times, doing what I want to do and then not preparing myself for the workforce and end up with that. Nope. So I understand it from that side of the fence. So I also know that it was of my free will. Nobody made me do anything like that. So I just personally believe that while we are saddened that Sha'Carri Richardson will not be running in this year's Olympics, she's got to wait for 2024. I think that's the next one, 2024. Or since COVID came in, are they going to move it to 2025? I don't know. But she's just going to have to prepare for that. And that's, you know what they say, you know, you make that bed, you got to lay in it. And unfortunately for Miss Sha'Carri Richardson, that's going to be a hard mattress to lay on for 4 years. Well, y'all, I don't know what your thoughts are, how you feel about it. Y'all didn't really want to talk to me tonight. I don't know what your thoughts were about it, but you know, maybe you guys will chime in and let me know what you think. What you think? You know, I really wish she could have ran. I really wish she could have ran. But however, I will be still supporting Team USA. Mostly the track and field. I watch track and field. I watch basketball. There's a couple of other little sports that I might watch. I don't get into every gymnastics, of course. Can't wait to see what's her name? Simone Biles. Is her name? I think that's her name. Somebody correct me. Is it Simone Biles? I think that's her name. Yeah, I can't wait to see her. I was about to say Gabby Douglas, but that was so 2 Olympics ago. So, yeah, y'all, I think that's it, man. I think that's it. That's all I got for tonight, y'all. That's kind of how I feel about everything. I wish I had you guys to go back and forth with me tonight. Again, shout out to my boy Duckie Boi. He wasn't able to make it here tonight. Shout out to you, man. I'll be looking forward to having you back on the show again. Tonight, I do want to get ready to close out by saying I want to dedicate this show to my grandmother, Cleola Jemison, who unfortunately I just got word today, about 4 hours ago, my grandmother passed away. My grandmother, Cleola Jemison. She was the matriarch after my grandfather, Reverend Fred Jemison Sr., passed away last year. And sadly, we are saying goodbye to my grandmother, Miss Cleola Jemison. Cleola King Jemison. She's now going to be reunited with my granddad and her twin sister, Leola. I know they'll be glad to have you up there. We're going to miss you down here, Grandma. We love you. We're going to continue to carry the name and make you proud the way you would want us to. Hey, y'all. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. And just want to make sure, man, just that whatever you do, I want to make sure you do it to your best of your ability. Because giving less than your best, my friend, that's failure. I'm Tony Jim. This is Mansplaining. In the words of my granddad, go and be great. We're going to do this thing, y'all. One more shout out to my grandmother, Miss Cleola King Jemison. We affectionately called her Little Bay. Love you, Grandma. We're going to miss you. Get out of here. Is the music going to take me out? The music going to mess with me. Yeah.
Mansplaining, mansplaining. Only a man can explain. Mansplaining, mansplaining. Mansplaining, mansplaining. Only a man can explain. Mansplaining.
Corey Anderson, good to see you, man. Glad you stuck your head in there, man.